Hi everyone, Peter here with a quick bit of news for you all. We have started a video series on our YouTube channel about Britain's 1931 crisis called The Crisis. In it, we'll be looking at the decisions made and the events as they happen week by week and sometimes even day by day. If you haven't checked out our YouTube channel, there's a link down in the description where you can watch the first episode of the series. Be sure to subscribe to follow along with the series, and if you enjoy it, consider dropping a like because it really helps us out. And don't worry, this podcast will be continuing as normal alongside The Crisis. And now a little teaser of the episode. Hope you all enjoy. Welcome to The Crisis, a day-by-day count of Britain's 1931 crisis, brought to you 90 years later by History's Most. Over the next few months, we will relive one of the most serious and controversial crises in British political history, a crisis in which political parties were ripped apart, reputations were ruined forever, and the very future of the British economy was at stake. The 1931 crisis shaped British politics for a decade, with the regime it created governing the country right up to the German invasion of France in May 1940. It produced some of the most bitter and personal recriminations ever seen in British politics, as well as fierce ideological battles about whether one should put country before party, and questions about the very philosophical purpose of a left-wing government. Not to mention naval mutinies, military action in the Far East, and the biggest landslide election Britain has ever seen. Each week, and at times each day, we will be updating you on the latest developments of this fast-moving crisis, during which politicians were frequently told by their advisors that action was needed in hours rather than days, in order to avoid the deluge of a complete collapse in the value of sterling, and therefore British economic life. We will trace the action as it happened, getting into the nitty-gritty of the who said what of crunch meetings, how the key players felt and acted at the time, and ultimately the crucial decisions they took, which remain highly controversial even in 2021, with debates about class treachery and constitutional propriety remaining unsolved. But first, some context. Over the next few episodes, we will be setting the scene for the almighty storm that is to come mid-August. Over the next week or so, we will meet the key figures from both sides of the political divide, and in this episode, we will establish the political and economic context of the crisis.